Come back to Escape from Tarkov, episode number 12. Questing is what we're gonna do, I think. Trying to get some XP in our playthrough here. This game has two factions that you can play on, the Bear and the USEC. Normally I play on Bear. I played already 7 wipes or 3 years and a half as a Bear. But for this playthrough we decided to go as a USEC. Not much difference other than the fact that you have more American guns compared to Russian guns for the Bear. And on Lighthouse, you have a camp which is a USEC camp. They're a bit more friendly towards USEC than towards the Bear. But other than that, there's not that much difference. A bit of difference in the clothing as well. And normally we also play in a PvP zone. But not this time. For this playthrough we decided to go PvE. Other than that, we are almost broke, so that's also something we need to work on. We need to get some money, because we spent a lot of money on hideout upgrades yesterday, trying to get the stations to level 2, and also bought some cases, or barter trade for some cases, but then we had to buy the things to get the cases. So we got a med case over here now, we got a food and drinks case, we got a grenade case. That's sort of what we got our hands on. Earlier we already bought one of these lucky scab boxes. They're 1.1 million. But yeah, this one was full, so we bought another one at some point. What they updated today, I think, is this thing here. So instead of the website, selling these things, you can now buy over here, I think. So yeah, you can buy some clothing. You can buy tar coins, which is sort of the elite currency. Collection complete, okay. Oh yeah, we have the highest edition. Obviously our collection is complete. You can buy some stash space by the looks of it. What is that? 300 tar coins for 2 lines? 4 lines? 600? 80 lines is 10,500. But you can find these star coins in the game, although you will find only a few at a time though. Yeah, we're fine. We have the highest edition. We have 720 slots of space. And I think we did a quest at some point where we got some extras as well, so I probably have more than 720 actually, now that I think of it. And then clothing as well, probably. We have a few clothings available. Some will unlock as you level up as well. And then you have specific clothing that you can buy previously on the website. But now you can buy it also in that hub. So it's on the right bottom there, expansions. You can buy PvE zone in case you don't have that. I think that's normally $10 or something. Access to PvE mode is 3,000. What were the prices? 3,000? 3,000. What's this? 2,000 tar coins for $10. And here 2,300 for $20. What kind of a deal is that? Then you can better buy 2 of these, then you have 4,000 tar coins. So you get 2,000 tar coins for $10. I thought the PvE was only $10. If it's 3,000 to expand, then it's more. Then it's $15 for PvE. I don't know. $100 for 12,500 tar coins. I don't know. This tar coin business seems to be a bit of a rip-off. Because if you find them in the game, then they are like, you get 5 and 10 and 7 and things like that. Let's see what Proper has. Oh, he has our guns back from yesterday. This is our Shooter Born in Heaven gun and our test drive gun that came back. We also got a backpack back. Excuse me, Jesus. I'm gonna leave that backpack in there for now, I think. Yes. We'll use that backpack whenever we need it. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Those primes just seem to be a bit ridiculous. Let's have a look on our hideout because we upgraded some of the stations overnight. Okay. Laboratory is done, so let's install that. Now we can craft magazine cases. Whenever we have empty fuel, we're not going to use our full fuel boxes. We're first going to burn the fuel and then we will make a magazine case maybe. Okay, but now that that station is upgraded, we should be able to upgrade this one. The problem is we need to find 4 horses and we don't have the money because I think they're going for about 100k. Yeah. So yeah, we need to make some money first. We also upgraded this one. That's level 2 installed. And now we need to put this on the wish lists. These are needed for level 3, but we need generator first. Med station level 2 is also done. Okay. Installed. And med station level 3. We need to get some traders on a higher level. And what is this? Vitality level 3. We need to walk through some barbed wire or something to get that vitality a bit higher. We need athletics. We have one sitting. Yeah, that's for later. That's more when we approach level 30, then we will do level 3 stations. The wall is also done, so let's install. Let's mop the floor again. But I don't think we can open the door here though. I think we need one more level. Oh, we can actually. Okay. Hall of Fame over here. But we need to get rid of these bricks, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. We need to find all these things. Oh, we still need bulbs, really? Toolset needs to be found in raid, or we need to craft one. Elite pliers needs to be found in raid. Again, I have not seen an elite plier. That's a bit of a problem. We also need one for the other station. Toolset, elite pliers, and hoses are a priority today, I think. And then this needs, we can construct that overnight. And then we have positive bonuses, because at the moment we have negative bonuses from that wall. And once the wall is done, then we will have gym over here, Hall of Fame, and gear rack over here. There will be some extra stations over there. We need a car battery and elite pliers over here as well. And we need to find what's workbench. This thing here. A master file, some bolts, and toolsets. Yeah, toolsets is definitely a priority. Or whatever is in that toolset is also fine, because then we can craft them or barter trade for them. So this is definitely also something we need to find. Then we can do workbench level 2. Water collector, what do you want? Workbench level 2, okay. So yeah, we need workbench, and then we can do water collector. The rest is on level 2. Over there, med station is level 2, rest space is level 2, heating is a level 2. We can do nutrition once we find some hoses or some money. Let's start with a scaffolding. Random gear. If you make it out with it, you keep it. If you die with it, so be it. It was not your gear to. That's the difference between the scavenger on the left or your guy, basically. PMC stands for Private Militant Contractor, but I like to refer it as my personal main character. This is your guy normally. This guy you can play for free every time he's not on a cooldown. We're playing as a scav. That also means that the other AI scavs will not shoot us. You're sort of part of the family now. This guy has night vision on. It's gonna be wonderful during daytime. But we always start every episode with a run of these things. Now, the PMCs will shoot us. Other players in a way, but in this PvE mode, that's also AI. But they were a bit better than the normal AI though. They have better guns and better ammo and better gear. And hopefully we don't run into the buses again. The super buses, the goons, we ran into them twice yesterday. We killed Knight and Big Pipe, and the run after that we killed Knight again. Didn't see the other two in that second raid. In the first raid we killed Knight and Big Pipe, and I couldn't find Bertai, but he could find us because he killed us. Those are the super bosses. They roam around. They can be on customs, they can be on woods, they can be on shoreline or lighthouse. Those are the 4 maps they are roaming around, and if you run into them somewhere, they're usually there for a few hours, and then they move to another map. There are some websites, if you look for a goon tracker or something, then you can check where they are at the moment, as well for PvE as for PvP. But we don't want to run into anything, we just gonna try to find some things that we need. Mainly tool sets and hoses, and that's sort of the idea of this. These are normally these scav runs that you do with this scavenger. They are normally your money makers, but we have no luck with them so far. We usually die. That has to do, of course, that the PvE guys, they're not really killing each other very much. Okay, I don't need that. We have something to stop a light bleed. I don't need a smoke. I also don't need night vision because it's daytime. We could sell that for a bit of money. Okay, CPU fans, sugar.
Make sure we do a clean sweep.
Давай, мочи их!
Well, they were not scabs. Okay, I found a way to trigger them. Yeah, they were players. We killed the USEC. They looked like a scab, so I thought like, oh, that's one from our family. Like I said, we don't have much luck with the scav runs. We run into some bullshit like this here. They look like they were also scabs. Okay, anyway. Back to our main character. The story. Let's have a look on that one. The tour chapter. We need to go back to the labs at some point to get to that server room. And we need to find $20,000 to hand over to Mechanic, which gives us access to Lighthouse. And then I think the tour chapter will be done, because then we have all the maps, I think. The Falling Skies is sort of completed. We needed to find the case. We found the case. And one of the traders wanted us to hand over the case, but we didn't. We kept it to ourselves. He was not happy with that. We lost all reputation with him. But we still have the case, which saves us a whole quest line which we don't have to do. That's why we kept the case. So that, but that completed. Seeing there is no more. If you hand over the case to him, then there are 6 or 7 more quests on that quest line. But now he said it gives it blue here because it's completed. We need to talk to this guy, Mr. Kerman, in the Intelligence Center level 1. That's why we need to get security and vents up and running to level 2. That will unlock Intelligence Center 1, then we can build that one up, and then we can talk to him. So we're a bit stuck on that one. Figure out what happened to the Bogatyr squad. We need to find a phone, and that phone is not spawning at the moment, which is a bit of a problem. It's bugged, I think, which I've heard is happening in PvE on this task. So the only thing we can do is we found 9 notes and audio tapes and things, 9 documents in this quest thing. And there should be 10. So we could potentially go back to the shopping mall map and see if we can find that last document. And then go back to Woods and see if the phone is spawning. If not, we are completely stuck on this thing. Other suggestions were clearing the cache. We already did that. The phone is still not spawning, so we have a problem with it, with this one. This one we can't. We found a note to unlock the chapter, but we can't start it up because we need access to Lighthouse, which we don't have. We need to get in the tour chapter. We need to get access to Lighthouse first. And this one we need Dorms 110 key, which we do not have, and we can also not buy keys yet. I think it's level 25 that we need to be before we can buy keys on the flea market. That's sort of like flea market stage 3 in a way. We are in stage 2 now. Now that we are level 20, we can now buy bolts and nuts and nails and all those things. That was at level 20, but keys is level 25. So that's 6, and then we need 3 more chapters. 2 of them are posters, I think, we need to find on certain maps, which will unlock them, and then the other one is touching the door of Labyrinth. And then we have our 9 chapters. And then, of course, side missions. Yeah, that list is getting longer and longer, and it's not getting any shorter. Very often you complete a quest and you get 2 others, so which means the quest list gets longer. We got 1 player yesterday for Shooter Born in Heaven, so that's out of the way, at least. That's what we were doing yesterday. We were trying to get to the BTR to pick up that thing here. That's basically the same quest. One guy tells you to go pick up something and the other guy tells you, hey, hand over the package to me. And that's at the same time we're trying to kill some things without wearing armor, so we have to drop our armor if we see a scav. And we need to kill 3 more scavs. So let's go to woods and see if we have money for the BTR. 25,000, that should be enough. Off we go. To the woods. We'll ensure these things. And in 15 minutes, I think, we should also have our dailies. I think we activated them around 2 AM yesterday. Whenever you activate them, 24 hours later, they will reset. We did 1 or 2 raids yesterday, tried to find the BTR, which is sort of a tank, but it's a taxi. You can get in there and then you can drive to the place where we need to be. It's also the only way to get there. But that thing randomly spawns, so sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. We checked it yesterday, 2 raids, but it was not there. The thing spawns in the first 10 minutes of the raid normally. We saw it the other day, but then we didn't have this quest yet, so. But if we see a scav meanwhile, we can try to shoot him, and if I remember to drop my armor. Like yesterday we got a scav or 2, but we didn't drop our armor. And if we get some players, then they will count for Shooter Born in Heaven, because we have a bolt action. We also have a pistol as a secondary, but... We're just doing a little bit here and a little bit there. We're sort of switching maps from time to time. Try to keep us busy till we're level 25, that we can get some keys, because we also have a bunch of quests where we need keys. Oh no, it's raining. That's not good. No, it stops raining. Oh, that's a crane. That's not gonna work, I think. BDR starts on the other side of the map though. He will come here eventually, but... This would be a good spot to kill a scav or something. We can drop our armor here, we're a bit protected by the rocks. But they're hiding in that camp probably. As usual. About sniper's cap. He's also behind the trees. I don't know if there are any people spawning over here. We're still learning that. This is the first time I play PvE. We're still learning where these players actually spawn. They have some sort of regular spawns. Not much movement that I can see. Should be some in this camp though. Try to get some height. We'll try to get an angle that we can kill some of these idiots. And then we can drop our armor if we have a bit of protection of the rocks.
Земляк, мы стрелять не хотим, мы так наблюдаем. Нехороший вы, блядь, человек.
I think I saw two at least.
Ты куда пошел?
Where's the other one? There was another one on the outside somewhere. Somewhere over there, he was running. Come on. Okay. Finally died. Okay. So that's 2. That counts for this one. And also for this one. So we need 1 more. 2 more would be great. But we need to see them from a distance so that we can drop our armor, obviously. Probably another one sitting in here somewhere. Oh, well, was he here somewhere? Not 3. Further than I thought. Let's see if he has any food and drinks, because that's going to be a problem. That the BTR or a plane? I think it's a plane. Go in the camp then, there will be some food there. And keep an eye on the BTR. BTR has a stop here as well. These should be food, I think. Toilet paper, we also needed that for something. I don't remember for what. Where we shot the other guy, here somewhere. Let's see if he had something. He has some food at least. Some more food. No drinks. We have to go search some drinks. Food for days. Didn't you have a bigger backpack? No. Same. That's a bloody Andy crate. We should have some drinks here somewhere. There we go. And some more food. Don't need any of those. that? Green tracers. The super drink. That's better. Okay, we're good on food and drinks. Now that BTR would show up, that would be nice. Or a couple of other scabs would also be nice, then the other quest is done. We definitely need this. Don't necessarily need the other things immediately. Oh. I think that is another that's another chapter of the storyline, I think, that poster. Okay, we need that as well. I don't need any toothpaste anymore. Okay, BTR. Don't need that anymore either. Oh, we have a bunch of meds sitting. Propane. We do need wrenches, we do need bolts. Why is that not on my wish list? Sausage. Okay, BTR boy. Are you coming today or do we need to go search for you? Not here, I haven't heard him either. Not something you easily miss. It's a big tank on wheels. So. sugar. Didn't get them because we didn't get the something should have popped up. Okay, that's this one done. We can now get one more. Which would be nice. I don't see anything moved up immediately. Utility key, we already have that shit. Check in the house. How much time do we have? 11 minutes. I'm assuming we have outskirts. Set B14 outskirts. We don't have a green player with us. Just one more. I think it's a scav though. Still behind the bush? That's two done. Whatever. We're overweight again. Still no BTR, but we get the other two quests done at least. We need to spawn on this side so that because the VTR comes from the left there and then goes to wherever we just shot that scav. That's his first stop on the checkpoint. I don't know why I'm checking here. The PMC on this map are bots. They do not extract. They just keep hanging out somewhere near the extraction maybe. That's already the difference with PvP zone. PvP zone you need to be careful on these extract because there could be some extract campers here or there. But the PMCs on PvE they don't really do that. No BTRs. Well, it's possible that he spawned in, but that he drove to the other side of the map. That's possible. That's why you want to spawn in on checkpoint here. All right, we have a room in this box. Yeah, we do have a room in this box. That's good. That needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. Some food. We do need the MREs. We're gonna have to keep that. This wallet is empty. It's fine. Oh yeah, toilet paper. Don't know what we needed it for, but I saw yesterday that we needed it for something, and I didn't have any more. Well, it's only one I think we needed, so. We need those for quest, but also for hideout, so I'm picking them up again. And then we have a bunch of med scraps. Yeah, we need another of these cases for stims and so that needs to be separated. At the moment we have it sitting all together, but that's not the idea. Augmentum, we might just sell the sugar. You only pick up one sugar? Thought I picked up two. I don't need those either. We'll just keep those. Ibuprofen we will sell as well. That's also a sell. Morphines we're gonna keep somewhere. Got the 4 for therapists already turned in, but at some point Peacekeeper also wants 4, I think, found in raid, so we need to keep 4 of them from those boys. And we got some PP that sort of goes over here. BP, PP, and then PS. That's sort of the order of that caliber. And we picked up some M855 because we don't have that much anymore. And we also dropped the mag, but that's fine. 25,000 is fine. The rest can go there. I'll put that morphine there for now. Okay, let's have a look on this thing here. 115. And these boys, 41. And the sugar. 120. There we go. Whatever we put up, just sold. Boom. Back up 400,000. We were at 2 million, but we spent a lot on hideout and cases, so shouldn't take us too long to get back there. Quests. Shootout picnic is done. Nothing behind it by the looks of it. We do have a daily. A gas mask or air filter, 2 of those. No, don't feel like going to search those. Let's reroll that one. Okay, let's reroll that as well. Don't have any business. Survival reserve, yeah, maybe. Survive on Schnorrline. Okay. And eliminate 3 scavs on any location, okay. And we also finished this thing here. Okay, what's next, Jaeger, with your funny quests? Back to woods, stash some food and water. Okay. Let's see, what are quests has given us, I was about to say. Bunch of crap. But it also pays some money, these quests, so. And a morphine. Oh, now I still have this, yeah, of course. Oh, we still have that backpack. Let's keep it there for now. Okay. Let's see what he wants for dollars, because we need to get these dollars up as well. You can have that. You can also have that. And then you can have all of this. I have no intention in using FMJ. He also gave us a pounding rate morphine. What is that? PP? Well, it's not super, but better than what we have. We have nothing in that caliber at the moment. We'll put it here for now. Okay. Try to do the water quest. That's good enough for now. We still have half left. Okay, so Don't have many of those though. We need to be a bit careful with those. We do have a bunch of those, so we'll do it like this. Water we can just buy, but the Iskras, not so much. I think maybe Jaeger sells water trade or something. Maybe level 3 then or something. I'm pretty sure he had Iskras normally. Might be level 3 that he gets that thing. We've done enough with him, we just need to spend a bit more money with him. By the time we get to level 22, he's the first one that can go to level 3, I think. Yeah, Prepper is his skill, basically. He went back to level 1 because we didn't hand him over the case. We had him on level 2, but... And this guy, we're working on this one. We just spent $8,000 with him, which is about 2 million. We checked that yesterday. It's 2 million rubles. We can just buy the dollars. Then he will be on level 2, and then we also have enough dollars to hand over to Mechanic for the lighthouse map. That's sort of the plan, but we need to make a bit more money, obviously. Okay, let's go back to woods. $6:25 in the morning. It's gonna be a bit dark, but it will get light very shortly. Gets light around 7:30, so. See if we can stash the food and water. Would be great. If we spawn somewhere on Scap House, we can plant the water and the food on ZB14. And then wait a bit and see if the BTR shows up. Then we can take him to the camp. And if we can come out, we can go stash the other bunker thing. In theory. If we spawn in the back of the map, then we're pretty much running around the whole map. Yeah, we need east or west or something. Well, south or east we need. What we don't want is a northwest spawn. That would be stupid. Well, not stupid, but that would be a lot of running. So hopefully we spawn on one side or the other that we can get the bunker done pretty quickly. Not super. Well, it's one side, I guess, but... Oh, gas station, that's the same spawn we had earlier. spawned in quickly, so it's still pretty dark. We can see a little bit already, but not much. Yeah. And we should have brought a flashlight actually. Definitely should have brought the flashlights. Oh yeah, it will go quickly though. So at 7 AM they turn on the light immediately. This is ZB-16 bunker, northeast of the map, sort of where we spawned, on the east. So we went to the northeast. Okay, that one is done. The other one is on the other sides. PRS. Oh, okay. You can keep that, mate. This is one of these rubber things. This is one of these things I might actually not be able to get. Okay. Very interesting. Pretty quiet out here. plane again. It's a normal scap. We've also no idea where the PMCs are because I haven't heard any grenades yet.
Сука!
Shooting us through the bushes. Again. Shoot it straight through the bush. You can see the muzzle flash come through that bush. You see that? Straight through the bush. Straight through the tree. Probably boss in the guards again. Some bullshit. Or it's Parmesan again, chasing us. Wouldn't be the first time. Sounds like Sturman and his SVDS. But I'm not gonna shoot some AI which I cannot see and they shoot through bushes. Ain't gonna happen. So let's try to get to the other bunker and plant our water. That we at least have a feeling that we've done something. Because that stupid BTR is not showing again. See that thing driving the whole time when you don't need it. But when you need it, nowhere to be seen. And this one is dark as hell. This is the one on the southwest sort. But we need to plant some food and drinks here for somebody. For Jaeger probably. He always has these funny quests. Next one is even funnier. Dehydration. For 5 minutes, eat a bowl of mayonnaise, go sit in a corner and wait till you stop coughing. That's good enough. Enough for now. Now let's go check if that BTR is over here. Bring a green flare again, but we do have outskirts here on this side. He's not here, but it's possible that he is driving and then he comes back eventually. But we need to spawn on this side so that we can check it here the first 10 minutes when he arrives here. He spawns at the end of the road and then he drives here to that checkpoint, and then he stops there for like a few minutes. Another player. Would surprise me, but where is that Schneiderborn? Why can't I see that? Just keeps running up and down. Okay. You picked up the gun from that player, mate? It seems to be something like it. Sneaking bastard. Think I didn't hear you? Yeah, he picked up the gun from that player, I think. I wanted to check that body in the woods there. Because I see I have two shooter bones, so that was a player. FMJ. One bullet. Really? I have no idea where I shot that player. Somewhere in the woods here. Somewhere around here, I think. He was hiding behind a tree here somewhere. Not this guy, this is a static one. He was standing behind a tree here somewhere. I thought it was an AI, but apparently it wasn't. Because I got a shooter born. So it was a PMC. Yeah, we had a the one we shot over there somewhere? Oh, this is also a static body. I don't know where I shot him. Where at my body? I don't know. We were up that rock with that scope. Somewhere behind the tree. Yeah, and then saw with the other AI. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he picked up that gun. And he came from here and he ran to there. So it's well, yeah. Good luck finding that in that high grass here. Wouldn't be the first time that you shoot buddies with a oh, that's a static guy again. Let the AI come over here. Was it this far? There's no way, right? That's possible though. From that rock. Yeah. Here's our man. The guy we shot. Yeah, see with that scope thing, that's further than you think. What are we shooting? We'll figure it out. FMJ. He's shooting FMJ. No BTR again. Yeah, we need to spawn on this side. What do you have? Dresser, I guess. Who killed this guy? Another guy. Something is around. Another dead body there. Okay. We got a quest done. We got an extra shooter born in heaven kill. Yeah, these AIs, they need to look very carefully. 186 meter. Proper again with this crap. More money, something that's sold on the market. Proper, what do you want? No idea. What are you? Music. This one also music. This is SMJ. No. FMJ. I don't want any FMJ. We'll keep the rig. Or one of our runs. I don't want that night vision either. I don't want that vector. We'll keep the helmets. Either. I might keep that low profile. Let's see. Peacekeeper, do you want any of that stuff, my man? He wants it all, that's good. Okay. Sell some stuff for $. And we got 2 shooter bones on woods so far. Also got shot by something through the bushes, I have no idea. And we got our quest done. But still no BTR though. The delicious sausage. There you have it. And now we need to go visit all the food stores in streets. And now we have this thing. Survive for 5 minutes while suffering from complete dehydration. Yeah, I also don't want that backpack now. This one is already big enough. I will just sell this thing. Level 25, we can sell backpacks, okay. Not gonna wait on that. We're not that patient. Too much crap in our stash. We get rid of that. That's how we do that. Always have some room open. I'm not... I keep things like this for a hideout and quests and so, but you will never see me have a bunch of gear in my stash, which you will never ever use. Sort of like 5 helmets, 5 headsets, that's sort of the limit. Then I'm start selling afterwards. Dehydration quests. Okay, then we need the mayonnaise. To dehydrate ourselves. And once we are dehydrated, we will pop a propital that will heal us for about 3 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's exactly how long we need to be dehydrated. And then obviously we need something to eat and to drink afterwards. So we will bring these things along, and I'll bring some extra along as well. So we spawn in wherever, we eat this thing, and once the symbol shows up, we pop the propital. And then when the quest pops up that it's done, then we can eat and drink, sort of. Oh, nice. Okay. That can go in there. That needs to go in there so that we have this one empty first. Now we can make an extra grenade case if we want to. Or did I sell the other one? I don't know, it's here, it's here. It's right here, yeah. Those empty ones we craft magazine cases with. And then once we're done with the grey, we'll use the blue. Now, where are we gonna do this thing? Map. Let's just go back to woods. We're still trying to get that BTR. are dehydrated. Once disabled shows up next to our guy. We'll pop the propeller. There it is. 5 minutes from now. Car is there, so we could potentially take that if we want to. We can hang out a bit on this town if we want to. There's also a BTR stop, I think. Now we're definitely taking that car out. Don't know if I still need matches. We do need that car battery. That's our security level 2 upgraded. Two minutes for the painkillers. But we were already have the we already had that brown symbol next to us before we popped the propital. So the quest should be done before the painkiller wears out, I think. If not, yeah, we still have some heals. Why do I still have this thing sitting in here? Alright, quest is done. Of course, now we have a tremor.
Ты куда пошел? Ну, блядь!
BTR there. Can't see. Something somewhere is crying though. No BTR.
Дерьмо, сука, падла! Иди сюда, мерзавец!
Will you just stop crying? That's another quest out of the way. And a daily as well, I think. Kill some scavs or so. Now what else does he want? Now he wants some bullshit with tremors, I think, or something. We first have to break our leg or some bullshit. Jaeger is a funny man with his quests. Eat a bowl of mayonnaise. Well, you don't have to eat a bowl of mayonnaise, but just some more stuff from yesterday that came back. Why did they put that survey button over here? It used to be our messenger button, but they moved it to the left now. And now, how many times you click on that survey thing? Okay. Let's have some crackers. We had one of those already. $25. Let's take this one. GP coins. And then this one. Euros and USD. And then the rest rubles. Battery. What was that for? Security event generator, something in that order. Five PSU CPUs, what are they? 50,000, really? That's quite expensive. Oh, he has two of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There goes our money again. But then we can upgrade coupons, level 2. This is a problem. This elite player thing. I don't think we can craft that one. This needs to be found in raids. I need one for this thing. Yeah, I need these two upgraded, then I can do I think if I have vents and security, then intel shows up, I think. Then we can talk to Kerman. I can't find an elite player for the sake of it. It needs to be found in raid. That's a bit of a problem. These are all found in raid. Okay. Okay, don't need that. Do I still have a me? Yeah, that's a problem. We can only get the cheap stuff, but that one is not so good though. $24 pen and 95 damage. Does a lot of damage, but only level 2. Level 2, level 3. These AIs are usually losing a level 4 helmet or something. But yeah, you know, it is something. Let's put it over here or something. Oh, we also need another ammo box at overtime. Okay, Mr. Jaeger. We eliminated your scavs. And we also did your funny business. What's your next of your funny ones? Wounded bears. Yeah. Eliminate scabs while suffering from the pain effect. Oh, again, clicking on that survey thing. There we go. That can go in there. Water filters. Yeah, at some point we need those. Let me put them over here now. Need any of this business? Pliers. Other character green. Oh yeah, we got a new chapter, right? Talk to mechanic about the EMP blast. Mechanic.
Здравствуй. Рад видеть тебя живым. Интересно. Допустим, знаю. но немного. Не было времени это расследовать. В одном я уверен. Это результат использования какого-то оружия. По моим данным, это он и был. Устройство активировали где-то в районе улиц Таркова и Эпицентра. Вижу, ты активно этим интересуешься. Мы можем помочь друг другу. Мне тоже интересно понять, что это вообще такое было. Принеси мне обломки, я попробую разобраться. Я хотел бы сказать, что на месте взрыва, но боюсь, дикие и эти безумцы-сектанты все растащили. Так что поищи у них. Мне кажется, что последние вообще могли начать им поклоняться.
You should try looking for it on them. I think the cultists have even started to worship these fragments. Oh, so the cultist has been. Okay.
Конечно. Удачи, наемник.
We can't deal with the cultists. We don't have an antidote at the moment. The cultists have a poisonous knife. If they cut us, we're in trouble. Okay, but I was thinking of doing a scavenger. Try on streets and see if we can find an elite player there. I knew we needed some. I've been looking from the beginning, but I have not seen them. We checked toolboxes, tech crates. Seems to be a rare item in PvE. So maybe we need to go to the elite map, right? Streets of Tarkov, you can find all the loot normally. So if we check toolboxes and things like that. Oh, we need 2 of them. And, well, we need more of them, but definitely 2. So we need to find some fragments on scavs. Or cultists, probably will be cultists. Maybe if you do nighttime ground zero, you might find it on scavs as well, I don't know. That's that poster on woods that we picked up earlier that unlocked chapter number 7 there. The blue fire. Trying to figure out what happened with that EMP in the beginning of the tutorial thing. So now he wants us to pick up some fragments from the debris. So yeah, at ground zero. Gotta be ground zero because that's where the EMP blast was. Or maybe the scavs also have it. If you shoot the scavs around that Terragor building, they might also have it. Also need to pick up some posters for the other chapter, which is also in the Terragor building, I think. But I thought that was when it was on streets though. Well, that will not work with our scav. We have to come with PMC to this map then. But I was waiting until that till we had a few quests on here. We don't have actually much yet. We just have audit and the sausage, I think. That's it so far. Okay, elite pliers. Okay, what we got? Well, we got some heals. 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's it. Elite pliers. Okay. Toolboxes, stick crates, duffel bags. It's close, but no cigar. I think there is a toolbox over here, which, yeah. Smoke grenades for days. That's fake. Isn't there a toolbox here? No. That was also fake news, I think. Probably will drop that anyway though, but unless you find some dead body with a bigger backpack or something. But you don't see that often, PvE. Check a couple of stashes. They can sometimes have bigger backpacks or rigs. This one is not here. think abandon the boys are there. Might actually still need those. Grills. Pop. Must be some dead bodies there though, somewhere. Because they stopped shooting out there. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm just dropping the flash drives. I don't need them anymore. Immediately. Of course. Of course. Of course you're gonna find the GPU. Sewer manhole, I guess. Oh, BTR is here. Of course it is. Of course. Still no elite pliers. Every item available except for elite pliers. Other normal pliers. Yeah, they're more in tech crates than in toolboxes actually, but Found a bunch of crap, but no elite players at all. You find them more in like in these metal cabinets, like in customs, in mechanic and so things like that. Mechanical garage. And in tech crates. They spawn more often in tech crates than in toolboxes actually. It's a bit weird though. It's a bit weird that we have not seen one single one in all the raids we did. No, of course we have all this shit here. Still have room for it. Alright, let's see. That's our third floor. We need 4 of those, I think. Fuel conditioners. Don't think we need Sacros Tea. No, we already have it. I will just sell that one. Some rubles. Keep that. Maybe that as well. Contact 5s.
Нормально, нормально.
And I picked up some extra hunting matches, although I think we have enough, but at some point I think we need them for like heating 3 or something. So one of those things you always forget about. So I picked up some that we have some sitting now. Let me have a look. Yeah, you see, we didn't have any yet. Okay, farming, part 4. Okay, 2 more. So in your mind you need to keep track of all your tracks that you have open, of all the quests that you have opened. Because I remembered like, oh yeah, we have farming. And when I saw the CPU fans, that's why I picked up a few. Still need 2 now. But we're still more, we need more afterwards though. And these things, yeah. We need some of those for hideout stations as well. Got a new GPU. We had 3 sitting, but we had to turn it in for farming. And the vibing shoe I don't think I have yet. Do I? No, I don't. That's streamer's item. We got the Dundunked. So from the new streamer's item, I'm only missing Sheaf. But yeah, then there are a bunch that don't count anymore. Like the Rooster, the spreads, the mayonnaise, the fire steel. And then there was another one. There are 5 which you don't need anymore. Cotton beanie, also something you don't need anymore. Yeah, cotton beanie, mayonnaise, spreads, rooster, and fire steel. Those 5 you don't need anymore. Although they are still streamers items, but you don't need them for Kappa anymore. They took them out. But they do still spawn around the map, obviously. Jeez, mate. All right. Well, we picked up something, but it's not what we need. That's the problem. We need an elite player for the security. It needs to be found in raid. And we checked many tech crates and toolboxes. I've not seen one yet. Prince is upgrading. If we can find the elite player, we can upgrade security. And then we can upgrade generator when those 2 are done. We can crop the wires and we can buy the relay. Potentially, then none of them need to be found in raid. Except for the motor and the bulbux, but we have found a raid of those. So the elite player is definitely the priority here. A workbench. That master file. Toolsets we could potentially craft. We need 2 drills found in raid, but we have those. That's fine. So that's okay. And what's going on with this thing here? Also here we need one. 2 bulbs, wires, steno, that's all fine. We can buy this potentially. Don't need to be found in raid. This one, also here we need an elite player found in raid. And a tool set as well. And 2 hoses. Yeah, we need to do some customs. Custom tech crates a few times we need to do. That's where we're gonna find these hoses and the and maybe the elite player as well. They're usually spawning in that metal cabinet in the garage in mechanic elbow. That's where I usually get my elite players very early. Every wipe again. But not this time by the looks of it. Because yeah, we need to get that thing done. Then we will get positive. And now we still have negative. Negative bonuses, so we are losing. We need to eat more, we need to drink more, we need to get rid of that shit. And once the door is open, it will also reveal the other 3 stations there. But we also need Intel Center, and that's why we need another reason why we need security. Because this guy wants to talk to us here, this Kermit guy, but it's basically a laptop on your Intel Center, but I don't have Intel. So I can't talk to him. Okay, so we got a new chapter. We are still missing 2 chapters. Yeah, one is Labyrinth. Yeah, and what's the other one? The other one is the Terra Group one, I think, where you need to pick up a poster or something. Or a note somewhere. Terra Group building. I think is the other chapter. Locate and obtain the device. Yeah, that's gotta be nighttime, ground zero, and then the scavs and the cultists might have it, I think. Yeah, it's gotta be ground zero. Because that's where the MP was happening. So that's where the debris is, right? I need to check that. Yeah, this thing, we're probably stuck on this one till we have level 25 that we can just get that key. We need the Tom's 110. Or we can keep running a couple of street scabs and see if we can find 110 in those filing cabinets. That spawns a lot of keys there. Yeah, as you see. We just did one decent run and our box is almost full. All these things that you need are so easy to find on street. Except for elite player, apparently. I think we're gonna have to grind the tech rates on customs. There are 2 on Crack House, and there are 1, 2 inside Stronghold, 1 outside Stronghold, 1 out on the train there, and then another one on Skeleton Building. So yeah, there are like 7 over there. And then there's another one in the building next to ZB 1011 extraction. Those tech rates are probably our best shots. And that combining that with a few stashes behind Newgazer, so there are a bunch of stashes in that wood. In the forest over there. Something like that. When did we start it? 2:12? Yeah, that's 2 hours and a half already. We'll leave it at this for this episode. We got some stuff done. Not quite our hideout what we wanted to, but good enough. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 station is upgrading to level 2. So then we just have security left. Once security is done, we can do generator. And then we have workbench. Once workbench is done, we can do water collector. Oh, nutrition. Nutrition. Yeah, I don't think I can buy them. We've been learning around with money. Because otherwise I could do nutrition overnight, but we don't have money for it. They are going 100,000, I think, these houses. 80. Yeah, 80 we can just afford. But now we're completely broke. That's a bit risky. Well, not really, because we have a lot of stuff that we could potentially sell. But oh yeah, we can only buy them at 80. They're normally going 100,000. We knew that. Let's have a look. Because we have some stuff sitting in here that I don't even want, I think. Yeah, like that, it's okay. I know it's level 6, but it is... It's so heavy as hell. And to be honest, I don't know if you even need it. In PvP, people are running around with level 5 or level 6, yeah, whatever, but in this game, the PvE zone, level 4 is probably good enough, but we can sell this to Prepper. To Regman, I mean. There we go. And then we can buy 4 hoses. And then we'll craft some hoses tomorrow. There we go. Now we can upgrade this. Then it can upgrade overnight because it takes 4 hours. That's another station. So this is upgrading, this is upgrading. And what do we need? Yeah. Wires, blue tape, and a tube. Oh, I can crop them. I can crop them because this station does not need generator. So that can craft overnight. That's the only station though. All the other crafting stations need fuel from the generator. Then you need to put the power on, but laboratory does not. So that's good enough. We're a bit low on money, but that's okay. Because the next time when we come on, we will have hoses ready. We'll just sell them for 100,000. Now we start with one of these days we'll do money runs or so. I can also sell the rollers and these things. If that worth anything. It's always a bit tight in the beginning, especially if you buy crates and or barter trade for crates, because then you have to buy those items. But once that hideout is done, then it only goes up. Then you're sitting with like a few 100 million eventually, but probably. Don't have to buy that much. We still have guns sitting, we still have gear sitting, more guns, more gear. So from that aspect, we don't have to buy that much. We're good on grenades, food and drinks. Yeah, maybe a bit. Heals, we're good for several runs. So we can invest in it. It's not like, oh, I need to have some money behind. No, we still have gear sitting and whatnot. And in this mode, today we didn't die. Running these woods, but we also haven't found the BTR yet though. So that will be for next time, I think. We got a bunch of stuff done on woods, but we're still doing these two here. A helping hand and shipping delay, they're pretty much the same. Mechanic wants you to go to that old depot with the BTR and then pick up something, and then you need to hand it over to Prepper, which is shipping delay part 1. And then I think when you arrive there, then you have to go back to that thing and then scout the area there, I think, and kill 3 scabs or something like that. But that's something we also have to do on the side, because that BTR quest line also needs to be done for your story eventually. So you can as well bring that along with your side quests. We did not went to shoreline. We did not went to reserve. And our weekly is 6 weapon parts. We crafted 5, so we could potentially craft another 5. Yeah, we have 5 sitting. Or if we find one, then we can just turn in that. Because weekly is normally a decent XP. What was it, mechanic? Yeah, 17,000 XP. But we're missing one, that's why I didn't turn them in yet. We're missing one. Either we can craft another bunch, or we'll see. Because I think it requires, let me have a check. I think it requires also some shenanigans. Yeah, it requires this gunner, but I can't buy it. So I have to barter trade for 3 Tachonkas. Our rep sells one for 46. But the problem with these Tachonkas is they were also quite expensive. We did that trade the other day. That's another 100. Okay, we can do that. Okay, okay. So, power on. While we're doing it, weapon parts. Oh, there was also this one here. But this is only one, I think. The other one was 5, right? Yeah, this is 5. We could have done that, but we also need weapon parts for something else. For one of our stations, so. There we go. So once those are crafted, isn't it the workbench itself? Yeah, workbench itself needs 3 as well. But then we'll have 10. When this craft is done, we will have 10. Then we can do our weekly, which requires 6 of them. Then we have 4 left, and then we're still good for this. And then we need to have a look if we can craft some of the others. But seeing we are crafting. Oh yeah, we have level 2 now. Ah, yeah. That's more interesting. SJ1, yeah. SJ6 is at level 3, of course. We just might do something. This or so, I don't know. We have enough of those just to keep something in the station. We are having the power on anyway, but that's fine because I need that that fuel tank. That left one here needs to be empty. So we'll let it run overnight. Then it will be at least half already. What can we craft here? Not much, I think. Unless I can get by this one. Just. Okay, I will craft some Tuchonkas. Because we still have that quest as well, which I totally forget about every time. So crafting here, there and there and there. And we have stations upgrading as well. Nutrition and vents. Power can keep on, that's fine. And we're broke again, but things are moving in the hideout. We left the generator on. Yes, that's fine. That's the whole point. If you want to craft. Now, if you put the generator up, it will still do the craft, but then it takes like 3 days or something. We'll leave it at this for episode number 12. And we'll figure out what we do next. Keep upgrading our hideout to level 2. And then do some quests. We spent a lot of time on woods today looking for the BTR and we still haven't found it yet. So we're gonna have to go back to that guy. BTR also drives on streets, but there it will not work because we need to go to a place on woods with the BTR. So one day or another is going to have to... But yeah, we got some of the stupid Jaeger quests out of the way. And in the process we got Shoot the Bone in Heaven kills on woods as well. Not all of them yet, but at least a few. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.